Hello everyone and welcome back to the series where I talk about all the stuff I'm interested in the upcoming month. The month for this video is August of 2022, so as always let's just get right into it. But first, as always, the PlayStation Plus games for this month are Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is the 7th game in the Yakuza franchise but is a completely different in a lot of ways from the previous 6 games. For one, it's turn-based, and two, it has a different main character. I've still heard great things about this game, and it still seems to keep to the spirit. And as far as I know, you can play it without playing the rest of the games, so I'm pretty excited to try this out. There's also Little Nightmares, which is a side-scrolling puzzle game with a dark atmosphere. You control this little child-like character. Kind of similar to Limbo, it seems, in a way. And also the game I've been waiting to play for a long time, but never wanted to spend full price on, is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which is a ground-up remaster of the first two Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. And if there's one thing I'm always up for, it's more Tony Hawk. There's also the Xbox games with gold, which are Calico, which seems to be a simulation game where you're given the task of rebuilding the town's cat cafe. There's Scourgebringer, which seems to be a roguelike, fast-moving platforming game where you hack and slash away through enemies. And Saints Row 2. No doubt trying to get people excited for the Saints Row reboot coming out in a few weeks. Which, if you don't know, somehow it's kind of like a wackier, more over-the-top version of Grand Theft Auto. So what's yours is mine. Seems to be a top-down single-player co-op heist game where you get your team together to pull off the perfect heist. Which I just realised while I was doing, I actually quoted the Steam description of the game. I didn't even mean that. That was a complete accident. Wow. There's also some events coming up this month. From the 18th to the 20th, we have QuakeCon, which is kind of a event for all the big id Software games, as far as I can tell. And the 24th to the 28th, we have Gamescom, which I'm pretty sure shows off a bunch of new stuff and at least updates for current games. So hopefully something good will come out of that. And with that, let's get on to the new stuff. On the 16th, we have Rollerdrome, which was shown off a couple months ago. I can't remember exactly where. But it seems to be like a death sport game with rollerblades and guns, and it looks like it could definitely be a lot of fun. I was saying before, this looks like one of those games that could easily be a complete flop that people forget about in a few weeks, or it could be the next big thing. It could be the next big Rocket League or Fall Guys or whatever. But I'll definitely give this a go. It looks like it could be fun, so hopefully that'll do well.
The world is watching in Rollerdrome.
On the 23rd, the new Saints Row comes out, which is a reboot of the franchise. Which seems like it kind of blends some of the more grounded stuff of the original two with the wackiness and over-the-top stuff of the kind of future entries. So I'm still not sure about this, but I'll probably play it at some stage in life. On the 25th, we have Idol Manager, which is something I'd never heard about until today. But when I saw the trailer, I think it looks like it could be a lot of fun. As it sounds, you're basically a manager of an idol group and you can lead them to success, to failure, control their image. And if the trailer is anything to go by, this could be a ton of fun, and it's definitely one of my most anticipated games at the moment. So I really can't wait to play this one.
I always dreamed of being part of the greatest idol group in Japan. But I ended up here instead.
On the 26th, we have PacMan World Repack, which is a remake of PacMan World under PS1, which seems to be something I haven't seen anyone ask for or that anyone expected. But people are still pretty happy about, and honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to it too. So this is one I'll definitely try out as well. Also on 26, we have Soul Hackers 2, which is apparently a sequel to a game from 1997. So I hope people are really excited for that. For me, it's an Atlas turn-based RPG, so I'm definitely at least looking forward to seeing how it turns out. If the characters or the world are as interesting as they usually are, this will at least be worth checking out.
You get one more chance to make things right. mission that can save the world.
On the 30th, we have Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed, which is a remake of the second game after the first one's remake did seem to do well. And while I wasn't as big of a fan of Destroy All Humans 2, I would probably try this out at some stage because it is a franchise I do love. Also on the 30th, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Cowabunga Collection, which features a lot of the old TMNT games from the past. After how much I loved Shredder's Revenge, I'm definitely looking forward to trying out some of the older games too. And lastly, on the 31st, we have Phantasy Star Online 2 coming to PS4. This came out a couple of years ago on the Xbox One, and it's a big action RPG MMO. And I remember it looking cool when it was announced a couple of years ago, but I didn't have an Xbox, so I didn't really look into it too much. If I'm in the mood to dive into an MMO, this is definitely one that I'll have my eye on too, if I'm willing to make that investment. And that is everything I'm looking forward to in the next month. Knowing my track record, I probably won't play any of them for about a year, but a few of them I'm definitely going to be picking up day one. Especially Idle Manager. That's one I really cannot wait for. That's my game of the month. Anyway, as always, let me know what you're looking forward to for the coming month. Let me know what I missed. Maybe something slipped under the radar. And as always, thank you for watching.